Is this part of the interview process?
If it was, I probably wouldn't have got the job.
Okay. You learned while doing it. I get it.
The pressure is unbelievable up here. Now, hold on. Not that life's a competition, Steph.
Try again.
Can we just get a zoom in shot? Get your data in one area, build your protections, build your products, build your agents, and build your control layer.
This kitchen is gorgeous. Tell me, what happens in this space here?
Well, Steph, this is where we put magic in a bag. And so this is Coffee Supreme Group's head office roastery. It's where we have two of our proud brands, Coffee Supreme and Gabrielle Coffee. We're here in Sydney and Chatswood. Downstairs, we've got our large roasting facility. It's one of 3 in the country for us. We've got also ones in Melbourne and Brisbane. So we do our wholesale roasting. We do all our online orders here. We do a lot of our machine and service technicians. And this space that you're in is our training room. And so we get a lot of our wholesale customers to come in and learn how to make really delicious coffee. In our coffee roastery, because coffee is best consumed fresh, we roast every day. And so the roasting team downstairs roast and pack off the coffee. Every day we set it up for dispatch out in our drivers, and so we've got a couple of vans on the road every day. This showroom and office is also home to our sales team, our marketing team, and our ops and dispatch team. With a brand that's got such heritage, such richness, such authenticity, my goal was just not to stuff it up. Most days I think I'm doing that well.
I reckon you have.
And help it grow safely.
One of the things that when I was reading about the company that sort of jumped out was this sort of mantra or value that you guys have around unreasonable hospitality. What does that mean to Coffee Supreme, or what does it mean to you?
Well, for anyone who's worked in hospitality, and who's worked in a bar, a restaurant, a cafe, it's hard, it's thankless, it's tiring, but it's always about serving the customer almost at all cost. And so for us, that's what hospitality is. And so it's about 95% of the time bringing process, systems and structure to a customer experience, and 5% of the time being foolish, creative and ad hoc. And so I think that's what we're trying to do. As a business, we're trying to grow up a little from a founder-led business to have process and procedures, but also have fun along the way.
Like maybe rewind back to you in that space, and what have you brought to Coffee Supreme?
Look, I've got a background in food and beverage manufacturing. So I started in the big corporates, Unilever, but it was a wonderful grounding for me. I was a little finance kid. I discovered pretty quickly I don't have the personality for the back room and just a spreadsheet. I wanted to get into the front office, so
You don't seem like the back office type, Andrew.
I was not a retiring flower. So I managed to get into strategy and brand and then into sales. And from there, it kind of helped me step across into general management. And so what I learned pretty quickly was that you've got to strike, back to that unreasonable hospitality, you've got to strike the balance of things done clearly and consistently, so you need process. But you need technology to bring that to life, to hold it accountable, to make it accessible. And so what I try to do in my career is become that intersection of people and technology to unlock a customer-centric outcome.
That's fantastic. And that's obviously why you and I met. You came to Salesforce and wanted to learn more about how our technology could help Coffee Supremes. But I think one of the things that jump out to me is that a lot of small businesses don't often automatically think of Salesforce to solve for perhaps some of their small business challenges.
Yeah. So I think that's true. Let's call out what the stereotype is, and then why we saw through it and why we're so delighted we did. So the history of Salesforce products was they were pretty structured. They needed big implementation teams. They needed experts and engineers to make changes, to do feature adjustments. And it was costly to build, costly to scope, costly to maintain. And so it was probably a legacy of enterprise businesses that could afford it. But the product, when built well, is exceptional. And I got very attached to saying, well, why do they only get it? Why don't we get best in class and bring it to small? It's fundamentally cheaper over time to integrate through a best in class layer than to pay third-party developers to maintain single APIs across 5 or 6 products. And so for me, designing the architecture, thinking about how the products work for me, doing them in really small tests, meant that I could get the products I wanted quickly, cheaply, sustainably, and build on them over time. And I'm just pumped we've been able to bring so many of those products to our business to support our customer journey.
So Andrew, the team went live within 12 weeks, which is fantastic in terms of going live. Can you talk us through that journey though, and perhaps what hurdles maybe you hit, but also what value you saw within that 12-week period?
So much about how an implementation of software works is setting yourself up for success upfront. Point one is we had to choose the right implementation partner. But there are organisations out there like Fulcrum that worked with us that think nimbly, understand that our budgets aren't the same as enterprise, focused on the work to hit the best outcome in the shortest amount of time. And that brought us a huge amount of confidence. So then we had to build internal capability. And so much about what I worry about with SMB is I'm too busy, I don't have time, tech's not my thing. And so we then hired someone internally as a project lead who came from SaaS people, Will. He's been fantastic. Don't give him credit for that, but he has been fantastic. And his job kept us as a business accountable to avoiding scope creep. It held Fulcrum accountable to delivering within the t-shirt sizing they set and the credit allocation they gave. So we delivered on time and under budget, and that is a very rare thing for a business that's not done this before.
Was there any detractors along the way? Like, was there any people that told you that this wouldn't be successful? And how did you overcome those hurdles?
Well, anyone who loves numbers and payback is the answer to that question, Steph. So our board, my CFO, and they're doing their job. Their job is to say, this is a big decision. It feels like this decision, while we understand that AI is important and technology is important, is discretionary, because wouldn't you rather put in a new coffee roaster, or wouldn't you rather hire another person? But I was very, very attached to setting the business up to be an agentic organisation of the future, and you got to start somewhere.
Love that. So you've seen some incredible growth after implementing Salesforce. What's next for Coffee Supreme?
Well, domination, Steph. That's thanks for coming, Supreme. Look, we're pretty humble in our aspirations, and so the purpose of our company is to help the world connect, collaborate and create. And we think coffee is a pretty amazing product, that it brings families together, it brings people together over a business meeting, it comes up with that idea, it's the impetus for ideation. And so our job is to get that into as many places as possible.
Very exciting times. All right, well, look, Andrew, you've seen some great success in rolling out Salesforce. I'm curious if you have any advice to small business owners as they look to implement technology like Salesforce in their business. What advice would you give them?
Commerce isn't a nice to have anymore, it's a must-have. Your customers expect a digital ordering experience. Why? Because in SMB, your customers are consumers, and every day they shop online for their groceries, shop online for their clothes. Why can't they shop online for their coffee? And so that's a mandate. And look, we're very attached to not displacing a people-led organisation, but agents are real, agents are valuable, and they will augment our business experience. And so we will have them working alongside process flows. A great example, my customer places an order, they forget something, it's missed cutoff. They can then talk to an agent and say, hey, I'd just like to add a kilo of chocolate to my coffee order, is that possible? Now, they would normally get a no because we'd gone home. But based on a set of guidelines, we can check that, look into the ERP, say we've got the stock available, is the truck about to come, can I put it on the order, has the order been shipped? All because access to information exists. That agent can make that decision and say yes. We turn up in the morning as an account manager, a little query to say, hey, your customer's ordered chocolate, we've got you sorted. Customer service has been updated, the order's been updated, and it's like it never happened. And for me, that's pretty exciting.